And in that attribute values also many are there. Those all you have to learn, because already I told you in the total HTML forms are important. In total HTML, form tags are most important. Okay, because these all required for server side programming purpose. Server side, you can create login form, registration form, contact us form, feedback form, application form, so many forms. Writing program is same, any form. Okay, content may be different, but writing program style is same. Name, method, action. Here in a form tags, only one tag I given: form open, form close, to create a form. Name equal to name of the form, identification purpose. Method equal to how many HTTP methods I given? 7. What are those? Get, post, put, delete, head, options, trace. Which is default? Get is a default. This is default. Okay. Here action equal to, you can write URL pattern of Solid program, JSP file name, ASP file name, PHP file name, Django file name, Ruby file name, like that CGA file name, Cold Fusion file name, Node.js file name. Many technologies are there. Every technology, it will be different. Java people, they'll write Java related. .NET people, they'll write .NET related. Python people, they'll write Python related. Full stack web development, mean stack, MERN stack, those people, those related, they'll write. But that is server side. That is you are not learning in this class. That in your Java class, .NET class, there only learn. Client side application, you will learn here. Server side application in other technologies, other class you will see. Okay. Now, here, name, method, action. These all I given. Here, get and post. What's the here? In total, 7 HTTP methods are there, but maximum we use only 2. 90% cases only 2. Get and post. What is the difference between get and post? I'll explain. Now, for understanding this one, at least one program required. It's one form program required. First, I'll teach one form program. After that, I'll explain the difference between these all. Okay. I given last class only this part. For creating a form open, form close. In between, some other tags we can write. So this is a tag for creating a form. It is name of the form, identification purpose, formatting purpose, this name of the form required. Method equal to 7 methods are there. Out of 7, only 2 will be in useful. Get and post. Get is default, no need to write. Post explicitly how to write. Action equal to server side program name we can write. Action equal to. That is, we'll see what we have to write. Now, these all last class only you learned. Last class only. Today, one more tag I'll explain and other attributes I'll explain. With that, we'll see one program. Remaining tags later we'll see. First, you should understand this method. Okay. Next, write it. Form tags only. Second tag. Input tag. Form tags only. Second tag. Input tag. Now, form tags only. Second one, input tag. It is only open tag. Close, no need to write. It is body tag. Empty tag. It is used to define input field. It is used to define input field based on type attribute. Based on type attribute. It is used to define input field based on type attribute. It is used to define input field based on type attribute. Based on type attribute. Now, in a form tags, one tag form, open, form, close. Second tag input. With this only one program we'll see better. Then you will get a clarity about method, action, everything. What's the difference between get, post? These all you'll understand. Later, some other tags I'll explain. For this one also some attributes. Write it. Attributes of input tag. Attributes of input tag. First one, type equal to. Type equal to text, password, submit, reset, dash dash. So many are there. 20 plus attributes are there. 20 plus values are there. 20 plus values are there. I'll give. It is used to create an input field in a HTML form. It is used to create an input field in a HTML form. Listen the class, write the notes. See, chat box is ready. Questions you observe. Bootstrap is easy or hard. What you're learning. Listen the class, write the notes, end of the session and clarify. You concentrate on subject. See, if you don't practice HTML also not easy. If you don't practice HTML also not easy. Here actually what is happening, you observe, most of the students while joining in a course, there are so many courses, full stack Java, full stack .NET, full stack Python, full stack web development, like that, so many courses are there. Testing tools, separate, individual UI technology, separate, so many courses. First, they are giving priority for easy. That is happening. Easy, hard. These are all technical subjects. If you don't practice HTML also not easy. If you don't practice. So, programming languages, coding related subject, not easy. You have to put efforts, you have to work hard. But coding related subjects only growth will be there in software companies. That you remember. That can be Java, .NET, Python, anything you take. These are coding related. Coding related subjects, not easy. You need to put efforts, you have to work hard. You will reach your target, then you can survive and also more growth will be there. You can later, after getting some experience, you can demand for best package also. So, coding related evergreen as compared to non-coding. Non-coding subjects also are there. No? One line also no need to write. That technologies also are there. One line also no need to write coding. Only drag and drop, point and click. That type technologies also are there in the market. Okay. But coding related subject only, you will get a very good designation. You will get a good package also. You can survive years also. Okay. Non-coding easy will be there, but requirement also less will be there as compared to coding. You observe. So, coding, non-coding. That is, suppose you are not interested to write program, then go for non-coding also. Not a problem. Suppose you are feeling very difficult, Java, .NET, Python, these all means, go for non-coding. But coding related growth will be there in real time. And evergreen. Everywhere coding related jobs requirement will be there. But not easy. Anything not easy. There also what people will do, Java better, .NET better, Python better. This confusion. While joining only confusion. Okay. Most of the people what they'll think, Python easy, they'll think. As compared to Java, .NET. Python also not easy. Only scripting only easy. Once if you enter into Django class, it appears. What exactly? Python. Python also not easy. Once if the object-oriented programming is started, it appears in any technology. Java also object-oriented programming. .NET also object-oriented programming. Python also object-oriented programming. I know all language. That's what I'm saying. And not only Java. I taught Java also, Python also, C Sharp also. These all languages I know. C, C++, Java, Python, C Sharp. 5 programming language booming in the market. These 5 I know. I taught. That's what I'm saying. One programming language, if you are perfect, remaining all nothing. Suppose you are familiar with Java, C Sharp, almost same will be there. Python, almost same will be there. Syntax is only different. Concepts, if you are perfect, any programming language with one language, other language, nothing. Very quickly can learn. But one language, perfection important. Okay. So I'm teaching many languages. That's what I know I'm saying. Okay. It is all, any language. First, you concentrate on one particular programming language, very depth. Later, remaining all you can learn. With that knowledge, without tutor also you can learn. But one programming language, very depth you learn. Very depth. That can be Java or C Sharp or Python, whatever it may be. One programming language, that too object oriented. C is not object oriented. Okay. C++ object oriented. So C also logic. That is one type of logic. That logic, that's what. Here, these 3. C compulsory learn all people, it is better. In these 4 languages, select any one. Any one, as well as SQL. These 3. Here, C compulsory learn, SQL compulsory learn. In these 4, any one you learn. After joining in the company, if they assign any technology, you can work, you can survive. It is possible. In these 4 languages, no need to learn. Any one only learn. Any one only learn. But learn this one also, it is better. Learn this one also, it is better. Okay. With that knowledge, you can survive some years. With that knowledge. One object-oriented programming language, very depth you learn. But what students are doing in the Amirpet, just what I have observed, I have explained. Whatever I observed in my experience, that is I'll explain. First, what they'll do, first they'll come to Amirpet, then confusion started. Java better, .NET better, Python better. These 3 they'll compare maximum. Maximum students, they'll compare Java, .NET, Python. Java, .NET, Python. They'll compare. Most of the people, they'll think Python is easy first. They'll decide. Themselves, they'll decide. Because starting, welcome program, all those things, 1 line, 2 lines will be there. That's what very easy they'll think. That is Python scripting is there, Python structured programming is there, Python object-oriented programming is there, Python modular programming is there. 4 approaches it will follow. Python. Okay. I taught many batches Python also. Okay. So 4 types of programming will be there, coding. What most of the people are thinking, Python easy, they'll think. Scripting only easy. Once if you enter into structured programming, then it will be started coding. Little difficult. Once if you enter into object-oriented programming, very difficult also appears. Then what student will do? Python is very difficult. They'll jump to other language. They'll stop. Don't stop that one. Whatever you selected, continue. Then what they'll do? Again, few people they'll think .NET, Java. Again, they'll compare. Like opportunity maybe more for Java, they'll think. Opportunity maybe more for .NET, they'll think. Python, they'll leave. They'll join to Java class, .NET class. Again, that is also not easy. Then again, what they'll think? Testing tools better as compared to this all. Testing tools is very easy, they'll think. They'll jump to testing tool batch. They'll stop Java, they'll stop .NET, they'll stop. They'll jump to testing tools. Again, testing tools, what will happen? Automation, very easy will be there. First manual testing. Manual testing, easy. Later, automation. Automation, nothing but Selenium. For Selenium, again, Java required. Java prerequisite or Python prerequisite. Selenium with Java or Selenium with Python. Any one you have to learn. Again, what will happen? Again, they'll come to Java class, some more people, Python class. At last, what is happening? They'll rotate in Amirpet only. This is happening. So, already you selected one language. You continue, dedicate for that. You already joined for full stack Java. Continue full stack Java. You join for full stack Python, continue. Hard also, don't stop. Put efforts, work hard. Put efforts, work hard. You continue. Okay. Easy, hard, poor, interesting, don't see. Okay. Some topics will be easy. Some topics will be hard. Some topics will be bore. Some topics will be very interesting. Some topics will be bore and hard also. That is also will be there. Don't see those all. Required, learn. Not required, don't learn. Required subject may be bore and hard. Put efforts, work hard. Okay. Like that, learn. Don't stop. Dedicate. Already you selected courses. You continue that one only. Until you get a programming skills, you continue. Opportunities there are there for Java also, .NET also, Python also, full stack also. All courses opportunities are there. You put efforts, work hard to improve logical skills and communication skills. 2 skills required. Technology can be anything. Java also okay, .NET also okay, Python also okay, and full stack web development also okay. Put efforts, work hard for logical skills and communication skills. With these 2 skills only, you'll get a job. Okay. After getting job, again record, again learn. Learning is not going to end. Okay. If you have a subject, you'll enjoy software job. For that, you should have a more patience to learn. Hard also learn. Poor also learn. Okay. Like that, put efforts, work hard. Put efforts and work hard, follow. Okay. Now, once if you get a 1 year experience, all becomes same. Nothing. Say I'm teaching many subjects. Like that, you can teach. You can learn. You can improve. Possible. Okay. Say type equal to text. Like here, type. I have 20 years experience. That's what I can teach any subject. Okay. Like starting 1 year difficult appears. First 1 year. Even after getting a job also. After getting job, first 1 year hard appears. There also don't stop. Dedicate. After 1 year remaining all nothing. First 1 year only difficult appears. In any job almost. Python also, .NET also, anything. First 1 year put efforts for getting experience. Later, anything you can do. Anything you can do. Okay. First 1 year, don't work for salary. Work for experience. Okay. If they don't pay salary, also work for getting experience. After getting 1 year experience, you can demand. Okay. Say, type equal to text, password, submit, reset. Like this, 20 plus fields are there. 20 plus fields you can create. So, it is used to create an input field in a HTML form. Here, these attributes only. Now, just note on attribute values of type tag, type attribute, attributes values of type attribute. First one, text. It is used to create a text field, single line text field. Second one, password. It is used to create a password field. Submit. It is used to create a submit button. It is used to create a submit button. So in the entire HTML, forms are important. You put efforts, work hard for forms. At least forms you compulsory practice. Okay, what I am going to teach forms. 2-3 days it will take forms. These 2-3 classes most important. You practice. Compulsory you practice. Remaining whether you practice or not, leave it. But HTML forms compulsory practice. Okay. In the entire HTML forms are important. Because it is required for server-side programming purpose. Fourth one, reset. It is used to create a reset button. It is used to create a reset button. Text, password, submit, reset. Present 4 I given. With this 4 only one program will see. Here what I given, see, attribute values of type attribute. It is values of type attribute. Attribute name is type. Value is text. So for only this attribute only 20 plus values are there. Only for this attribute. Other attributes are very less number of values will be there. Only one value, two value will be there. But only this one, 20 plus values possible. Okay. Present is 4 we'll see. Text, password, submit, reset. If you use text, single line text field created. Password field created, but whatever you type text, it doesn't appears in the password. Stars only appears. Submit button created. Reset button created. Here submit and reset buttons. Here submit and reset buttons having default functionality. Here submit and reset buttons having default functionality. Here submit and reset buttons having default functionality. Submit, reset. These two buttons having default functionality. Here in total HTML, these two buttons having default functionality. The mechanism already inbuilt. When you click the button, it will work. Submit button, reset button. Actually, other buttons, if you want functionality, you need to depend on JavaScript. But these two buttons, no need to write any code. By default works. So here submit and reset buttons having default functionality. That means these two buttons automatically works. No need to write any code. It automatically works. But if you write any other button, you must write JavaScript code for that functionality. So these two buttons having default functionality. With programming, I'll show you. With one program, if you see, you'll understand what exactly HTML form. Write this one. Here, whenever submit button is clicked, then the value of action attribute is executed in a form tag. Here, whenever submit button is clicked, then the value of action attribute is executed in a form tag. Here, whenever submit button is clicked, then the value of action attribute is executed in a form tag. Here, whenever submit button is clicked, then the value of action attribute is executed in a form tag. In a form, action attribute is an action. Action, the value, whatever you write, that is executed when you click on submit button. Here I given action. This value, here, whatever you write, that is executed whenever you click on submit button. Next. Whenever reset button is clicked, then all fields, all form fields data erased. and default values are stored. Whenever reset button is clicked, then all form fields data erased and default values are stored. Whenever reset button is clicked, then the value of then all form fields data erased and default values are stored. So in a form, already you entered some data. When you click reset, remaining all data, whatever you entered, erased. And if default values are there, those are going to be stored. It is going to reset. So pre-existed data, whatever you typed, vanished, default values stored. If you use reset button, that functionality already inbuilt. No need to write any code by us for these two buttons. If you see the program, you'll understand what exactly. Okay. Now, first, at least one form, if you see, you'll get a more clarity. That's what here. This type of tags, 8 to 10 tags are there. That is, I'll cover. This type of attributes in a form, 6 to 7 attributes are there. I'll cover. Here, 22 fields are there. 22 form fields are there. I given only 4. Remaining 18, 20 plus 22 almost. 22 will be there. Remaining 18 I'll cover because forms are most important. Whether remaining all, whether you learn or not, but this one compulsory you have to learn very depth. It is required for server side programming. That's what mandatory. Those who are learning full stack courses, those people, now all are learning full stack. Different categories, but at last full stack. That means you want to concentrate on this one very depth. This topic is important in HTML. Okay. Now, remaining all optional, but it is compulsory. Without this, no project. Without this, there is no project. Remaining all attractive purpose you will add. But this one, mandatory fields. In a project, it is mandatory. Compulsory will be there. Okay. That's the reason, put efforts. At least this HTML you practice compulsory. This HTML, form tags. Remaining you practice or not leave it, but you practice forms. Okay. Now, you observe. Here, I'll remove this. First of all, you observe. HTML open, HTML close to write HTML program. Body open, body close to write body part of the HTML. In between, form open, form close. Okay, to create a form. Now you observe like this. I want to create a login form. Here, username, password, submit, reset. Now only this one will see now. It is something login.html. Okay. Now here, what is this? Text field. This is called password field. Here whatever you type, it appears. But here whatever you type, it doesn't appears like this stars. Okay. Here it is submit button, it is reset button. It is button. Submit button. Reset button. But only button also is there. Only button. Like same like a submit button you can create, but it doesn't work. It will work. That's what I given separate. Submit, reset button. This is we are going to create. This is we are going to create. Here, this one, This one, we'll call it as request parameter values. Request parameter values. Just write this all. Like this, we are going to create. Whatever you are typing, that is called request parameter values. Note on this diagram. Request parameter names. Values. Whatever you are typing, those are called request parameter values. Is it over? See, suppose like this I want to create. It is one login form. Now present only text field, password field, submit button, reset button. Later, I'll add check boxes, radio buttons, email field, number field, progress bar field. Many fields are there. 20 plus fields are there. Okay, those all one by one I'll add. First, is it over? Now, see the program. See, HTML body form. After this, you observe. Form open, form close. Username. Input tag. Just now I given. It is input tag. Type equal to text. Type equal to text. Text box created. See, file, save. Now I'll open in a browser window. C drive, demo.html. See, it is text box. Username, here, whatever you type, that is displayed. This is username text field created. Okay. Now, Now you observe after this. Don't write. I'll give time for writing. Password. Input type equal to password. You observe password. If you want next line, BR, line break. Okay, BR. Next line. Okay. Now, again line break. Input type equal to submit. Now, submit button appears. See, it is submit button. Input type equal to reset. Reset. Okay. Now, you observe. Now, here, HTML, to write HTML program. Body, to write body part of the HTML. Form, to create a form. Username, just a label. Like if I don't write username, if I don't write password, like this also, text field created, password field created, submit button created, reset button created. But in this, what you have to enter, in this, what you have to enter, how user can understand? That is the reason, some label. Username. Password. It is understanding purpose. Then user will understand, here we have to enter username, here we have to enter password. But this is input type equal to text, text box created. Input type equal to password, password box created. You observe here, whatever you type, it is displayed as it is. Okay. Here, stars only displayed. Okay. Like this. It is password field. It is text field, password field. But we are writing only one word here. Text means text field. Password means password field. Here, submit means submit button. Reset means reset button. Like this. Now, for this, I want to write one more line break here. One more line break. See, gap. One more line break. Now, here, this is line break. It is line breaks. Okay. Now, after this, you observe. Heading. Here, heading I want login form. That is level 1 heading. What we have to write? H1. H1 login form. H1 close. See, login form. This is, I want underline text. Which tag? U. So, U, open. Here, U, close. Login form. This total, I want center. Now, not only login form, total I want center. Give me answer. What do you have to write? Align equal to center. Where we have to write? Here. Align equal to center. See. It is total content. But one more also is there. Center tag. Center tag also is there, no? Here. Center open. Center close. It is also one concept. It is also comes. Okay. See, I'll remove. Now, if I write center, center, here also center. But this tag is deprecated. I'll give list of tags which are deprecated. You can write like this also. Otherwise, you can write here. Align equal to center. Here also you can write align. Align equal to center. But what will happen is only login form centered. Okay. That's what. Instead of writing here better. Align equal to center. Okay. Now this background color I want to change. Which one? Where we have to write body tag. Okay. BG color. Okay. BG color yellow. Now text color I want to change. What did you write? Text. Something text equal to red. Like this. Okay. The actual size. Okay. Output purpose increased. Like this. Like if you want to design more attractive CSS, that is later. This is enough. Present, this is enough. Okay. Present, you concentrate on layout. Designing more attractive later. Now, here, what I given, you observe. I written program like this. Here, whatever I given notes, till I didn't use all. Form tag, I used it. In a form tags, first one, form tag, I used it. Okay. But how many attributes? One attribute also I didn't use. You observe. One attribute also I didn't write. Okay. Now, input. Form tag, second tag, input. This tag also I used it. 4 times I used it. Okay. Here, attribute values. Type one attribute. One attribute, type. That is I used it. 4 values also I used it. But still, form tag I didn't use. These all I didn't use. Okay. Now, whatever I given notes, in that I didn't use these 3. Okay. I didn't use these 3. Remaining all I used it. Now you observe. File, save. Here I'll type some username. I'll type some password. When I click on submit button, my request should pass to server side program. So further what will happen, like this will be there. It is client. It is server. Client is a one software, that is we are using browser. Server is a one software, that is we are going to install different servers. Tomcat server, iPlanet server, Pramati server, WebLogic server, JBoss server, personal server, IAS server, and different servers. Java people one type server, .NET people one type server, Python people one type server, different servers will use. So that server is one software. Here you'll type the request, then request passed, here HTML program here will be there. That program comes. So actually HTML program resides in server, runs in browser. That is starting a given. How many types of web applications? 2 types. What are those? Static web application, dynamic application. Now static web application, where it resides? Server. Where it runs? Browser. That is studied. This is HTML program will place in server. But present I am not placing in server. I am not teaching in this class server. In advanced Java class I am teaching server. Okay. So it is one server software will install. Now you are learning HTML. Later in advanced Java class or .NET class, at the time you learn that program. At the time will install server. In that server will place HTML. That type you will learn. That is actually real time. That is real time. Compulsory you have to place in server. So HTML program will place here. From browser will send the request. Then HTML program comes to browser. Executed, output displayed. You will type username. You will type password. When you click on submit button, your username, password to again server to another program. That program name we have to write here. Action equal to here. Form. Action equal to here. Suppose login.jsp. That is JSP. Now login.asp. It is server side program. Login.php. Like this, we are going to write. So here, server side program technology, whichever technology you are using, that technology file name we have to write. That technology file name. Okay. Suppose login.jsp. Then whenever I click on submit button, the value of action attribute is executed. That is, I given notes here. Here submit and reset buttons having default functionality. No need to write any code. By default, it works. Okay. Here, whenever submit button is clicked, then the value of action attribute is executed in a form tag. It is important. Don't concentrate on mobiles. Listen, HTML class, these forms are important. Already many times I told. Remaining all only attractive designing purpose. But it is compulsory concept. While developing Java project, .NET project, Python project, it is mandatory. Okay, it is mandatory. Again, in a Java class, again Java we have to teach. Again, .NET class, .NET we have to teach. If you concentrate here very quickly, it will finish no there. So that's what, listen. Here, whenever submit button is clicked, then the value of action attribute is executed in a form tag. So here, what I am doing, see, it is submit button. When I click, the value of action attribute executed. So login.jsp program executed. If I click, now you observe. Previously I didn't write. That's what not displayed. Now you observe. Now I'll type username. I'll type password. When I click submit button, see, your file could not be accessed. That program not there. If it is there, it will be accessed. It will run. So here, what is happening in address bar? You see, login.jsp. Login.jsp came no. So that means here, whenever submit button is clicked, the value of action attribute is executed. Is it executed or not? Executed. That's what you are getting login.jsp. In the address bar, you are getting login.jsp. Okay. See, this button functionality inbuilt already in HTML only, that mechanism developed. Suppose what I'll do, just you observe. Back, it is HTML program. Now you observe. Here, I'll remove submit. Type equal to button. Button created. File, save. What will happen? You observe. Button created. Okay. What you are doing, two members not listening class. Forms are important. Again, in a Java class, Python class, .NET class, you will face the problem if you don't listen this one. Remaining classes, I didn't say anything, but this is important topic. You should know, because my every word you cannot write notes. Maximum I'm covering, but every word you cannot write notes, no. Every word if you write, daily one notebook required. My every word if you write notes. Okay. Listen, that's what listening is important. See, input type equal to button. What is happened? Button created, but button nothing, label is not there. You observe. Here one attribute is there, value, submit. You observe. What happened? Again submit came, but it doesn't work. But same like a submit button. Any difference is there? You also observe output. It is not a submit button. It is button. Button label submit are written. It is normal button. So this functionality is not there. This functionality we have to write with JavaScript. This button doesn't work. Because it is not a submit button. Label only submit. The label only submit, but it is not a submit button. It is normal button. Okay. Now here you observe. Input type equal to submit. If you write, then only submit button created. That nodes already given here. Here. Attribute values of type attribute. Submit. It is used to create a submit button. So value equal to submit if you write, submit button created. Value equal to submit if you write. Okay. Now, here, if you write input type equal to submit, input type equal to submit means which button created? Submit button created. If you write input type equal to button, if you write normal button created, normal button. Okay. That's what. If you want to create a submit button, what you write? Submit only you write. Okay. Now file, save. Now you observe this is submit button now. If I click, it is working. It is working. So inbuilt functionality present in HTML only. No need to write any code. It is working. That point also given. Whenever submit button is clicked, the value of action attribute is executed in a form tag. I given no? That point I covered here. Whenever submit button is clicked, then the value of action attribute is executed in a form tag. I given. You observe action I used here. Action. This I used. Now, till I didn't use name, I didn't use method. What will happen? See here. Now, if I run this program, what will happen? Once again, you observe. Back. Here, I'll refresh. Now, username ABC. Some password I entered. Some password I entered. When I click on submit button, the value of action attribute is executed in a form tag. The value what I written? Login.jsp. That means JSP program is going to run. If I click this button, JSP program is going to run. Now, that program will receive your data. Already notes I given yesterday, Saturday class. I given. What I given? HTML forms are used to create input field, retrieve input field to process, send to server to process. I given. These are ABC, some password I enter. No, this data passed to login.jsp to process. See, if I click, what will happen? You observe. Here, login.jsp is going to receive username, password. But after receiving, how it will understand which is username, which is password? It will receive two fields. So this data it will receive. This data it will receive. Something I entered, but it will receive. But after receiving, which is username, which is password? That's what. One more attribute required here. Here compulsory name. You write something you name. Here name something p word. I'm writing like this. Whatever you want, you can write. But whatever I'm writing, name equal to you name equal to p word. These names must match in JSP program. Now, this name, if I write in an output, no effect. Now also same output, but it is compulsory field. You have to write. Now what will happen? Just you observe. Little bit different in address bar appears. You observe. In address bar, little bit different appears now. You observe. ABC. Some password I entered. If I click submit, in address bar, you observe. What I entered, password also displayed. Will it display in real time like this? Will it display? No. That means we have to hide the password. But what is happening? You observe. Password displaying. Reason, HTTP methods. That one more attribute I given. You see. Method equal to 7 methods. Which is default method? Get. Now I'll write post. You observe. Form action equal to your method equal to post. File, save. Now you observe what will happen. Back, refresh. Now I'll type some username. I'll type some password. When I click submit button, are you getting username password? That means internally difference is there, no? So if you don't write any HTTP method, which method works? Get method. But now which method I written? Post method I given. So that means some difference is there, no? Get, it is displaying. Post not displaying. But not only one difference, many differences are there. I'll teach how to teach. Okay. Now you observe here method equal to get and post. This name of the form, it is identification purpose. Name also you can write. Suppose name equal to something login. Name equal to login. Here now in output there is no difference if you write a name or not. Okay, that is no difference appears. You observe form name I given login. This box name I given uname. This box name I given keyword. So for this total form name is login. This box name is uname. This box name is keyword. The three names mandatory for server side programming purpose. Okay. Say here ABC XYZ. When I click submit, it is not displayed. Suppose I'll remove here. I'll remove this post. I'll remove post. File save. You observe. Now ABC XYZ. If I click submit button, see uname equal to ABC. Keyword equal to XYZ. Username displayed. Password displayed. Okay. So you should not write get if the sensitive data is there, confidential data is there. You must write post. But what's the difference between get and post? You have to learn, not completed. First of all, you observe. Here, name equal to login. Here, present password is there in your program. Here, compulsory, we have to write post. What is the difference? I'll teach. Not completed. Not completed. No. It is not compulsory to write capital letters. Small letters also you can write. For better understanding, always you prefer method capital letter. Okay. Now you observe this HTML. No need to teach. Already over. This body tag already over. Level 1 heading underline text already over. It is form tag. Here this name of the tag required for CSS programs also, JavaScript programs also, as well as server side programming purpose also sometimes we use. But action, it is mandatory field. If you don't write action equal to, the writing form is wasted. Because when you click submit button, server side program should receive. So it is mandatory field. But in output, no difference. It is mandatory. Any one method required. Now, if you don't write anything, which method works? Get method works. Okay. Here, it is mandatory field. But with this output effect will not be there. But required for server side program. Okay. Here name mandatory. Now, when submit button is clicked, the value of action attribute is executed in a form tag. Now, method post method is working. When I click reset button, what will happen? All fields data erased and default values are stored. Present, I didn't write any default value. See, here, ABC, here, some XYZ. When I click on reset, see, erased. This data, erased. Okay. Now, here, when you click on reset button, here fields data erased. You observe. Erased. If you click on submit button, pass it to server. Now, here I'll ask some questions, give me answer. Now, submit button and reset button having default functionality. Submit and reset buttons having default functionality. Whenever submit button is clicked, what will happen? The value of action attribute is executed in a form tag. Okay. Whenever reset button is clicked, what will happen? All fields data erased and default values are stored. Present, I didn't write default value. How to write, I'll show you. After that, total how many HTTP methods are there? 7. In that 7, which is default? Get. Here, post. One difference you have seen. If you use get, username, password displayed. If you use post, hidden, not displayed. Okay. Now, here, whatever I am typing here, what are these called? Request parameter values. Request parameter values. Okay. Whatever I'm typing here, request parameter names. That is required. I'll give notes. Is it clear? But I have to explain, not completed. Not completed. I have to explain tomorrow, day after tomorrow, 2-3 days, forms only will be there. See, while teaching, listen with more concentration. Almost 5 to 6 members concentrating on mobiles only. Then attending class is waste. Now it is HTML class, but that HTML also forms important class only. In other class also, if you do, attending class waste, money waste, time waste. No use. Attending classes is wasted. If you are not listening, first priority listening. 5 to 6 members I checked. They are concentrating on mobiles only. Then attending class is waste. No use. Now, write this one. No need to point out whether you listened or not listened. You know very well. Okay. No need to point out. It is login form. I have to explain not completed. Differences between get and post. I have to explain. Other buttons I have to explain. Other components I have to explain. You write these all. This uname and p word, whatever I given. Request parameter names. Request parameter names. These two, username and password, labels. Labels. This post, HTTP method. HTTP method. This is server side file name. Server side file name. Java server pages. Try this one. It is just a name of the form. Name of the form. Name of the form, server side file name, request parameter names, HTTP method, labels. Whenever submit, is it over? Writing is over. Whenever submit button is clicked, then which attribute executed? Action attribute. In which tag? Form tag. Okay. Now, which is a default HTTP method? Get. Now, what we written? Post. One difference you identified, get and post. If you use get, what will happen? Password displayed in address bar. Okay. If you use post, not displayed. Okay. The difference you identified. Okay. Name equal to uname, name equal to p word. What are these? Request parameter names. Whatever you are typing in a form, request parameter values. Request parameter values. Okay. Those all remember. We'll see continuation tomorrow. It is not completed. Tomorrow also I'll explain. Online students, 1 minute, one by one, I'll clarify your doubts. Online students, uh, Rushikesh, yeah, bootstrap, anything not easy, depends upon practicing. Shivarama Krishna, yeah, because I have experience now, that's what I can manage all. As a fresher, difficult, but after getting experience, you can manage all possible. 1 minute, online students. Online students, 1 minute. Shastri, uh, 1 minute. Notes, starting notes. This is starting notes. Grishma, tomorrow I'll explain again. Rishikesh, post and get differences I'll explain tomorrow. Rishikesh, tomorrow I'll explain. Ajaruddin, tomorrow I'll explain. Shanmukh, yeah, we can validate with JavaScript. Padmanabha Raju, tomorrow you'll get it. Tomorrow you'll understand. Sriniti, anything you can write, but that should file should be there. Simran, notes already shared. You can check it. Meghana, uh, use core Java, HTML, CSS, JavaScript, Oracle. Parallelly, you can attend. Michael, yes, submit reset by default. It will be there. Sujay, first day onwards, notes is there. You can check it. Sheikh Najir, tomorrow I'll give more clarity about that. Rakshita, no day wise notes I'm not sharing. Topic wise I'm sharing. Satya Sai, yeah, I'll teach. Firdos Ansari, this is you can use. You can join. You can see. Tomorrow I'll explain. Get and post I'll explain tomorrow. Many people are asking same question. Get and post. Tomorrow I'll explain. Many people asking same question. Tomorrow I'll explain. Gunesh Shekhar. Present I'm not teaching C sharp. Maximum Java I'm teaching. Those who didn't understand, no need to worry. Tomorrow I'll explain about name attribute, value attribute, everything I'll explain. Shivateja, Python SQL completed, but you have to attend Django class, then full stack and Angular class. Ananya. Yeah, okay, 1 minute. All people I'll send. This is notes. Rakshita, day wise notes I'm not sharing. Topic wise I'm sharing. Many people are asking notes. I shared. You can check it. Saurabh, CSS after completion of HTML, CSS. Meghana, you completed Oracle, SQL, Advanced Java. Okay. Join Spring class. Spring class you can join as well as Angular class, Selenium class. Rishikesh, uh, if you are Java student, learn React. If you are .NET student, learn Angular. But already in curriculum, previous batches, Angular was there. Learn Angular. Srinivas, I'll explain. Tomorrow I'll explain. Tomorrow I'll explain. Padmanabha Raju, just contact admin only. Your Rishikesh, Python student. Okay. In your full stack Python, what is there? Angular is there or React is there? That is you learn. Because recently Java people also they changed. Angular is there, Angular learn. Suraj, complete if you want to learn full stack Python, learn Django also, REST also, Angular also. Any other doubts? Rakshita, notes already shared. Notes already shared. List, table tags I shared. You can check it. Table tags. Yeah, what I did is day wise I'm not sharing. Topic wise I'm sharing. Topic wise. Okay, if not there, I'll share. Today night I'll check it, I'll share.